Listen to that silence. Yes, hello and thank you for joining us on the channel once again. Like I said, we are here in Stanley Park. You might be thinking, hang on, you was here this week, weren't you, for your live? Yes, we were. We was here for our live on Monday. So I thought we'd come back again because the live was an hour long and the quality of it isn't as good on the live. So I thought, well, let's do it again with better quality images, and that's why we're here today. And if you're here for the first time or you've not subscribed to the channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, because like I said, we are live on the channel quite a lot as well. And on the journey today, we are going to start here with this magnificent clock tower. So erected in 1926, it's just short of 100 years old, and this still chimes even after all these years. And back in the day, you could actually go inside this clock tower, and the functions of the side where water used to come out also worked many years ago, but it's now defunct as that sort of operation. But it's good to see the upkeep of the tower still remaining. And just beyond the clock tower, as we head towards the cafe, as you can see in the distance there, are the Italian gardens. The Italian gardens, shaped as a circle, are very well maintained as well, and in the summer some of the colours that you see in here are absolutely magnificent, with a known working fountain right in the centre. It's unmissable. These gardens can be enjoyed by everyone, and there's so much history on this park, and this alone to myself a personal aspect, because in the winter this likes to freeze over, and the amount of people that love breaking the ice and throwing it in there, I wouldn't say it's a tradition, but you see it every year. It's something that I remember as a child, and you still see it these days. It's not quite cold enough to freeze the water yet, but as you can see, beautiful day today. One thing I like about this park is there's so much information found throughout, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. There's lots of these information points as you go around the park next to where you stood. And like I said, this is the Italian garden, and the information that you get given on here is incredible. You can see lots of information of how it used to look back in the mid 1900s. And what amazes me as well is that cafe behind us. It used to look like that. Doesn't really look like that anymore, does it? Let's go and take a closer look. So it opened in 1937. This building is still operating. It might not look operational as the windows and doors are boarded, but that's just because of lockdown and protection, and it's quite sad that we're having to see these sort of scenes. But in the end there, you can see an ice cream parlour is still operating as well, which is nice to see. So if you do come to Stanley Park during these lockdown periods, they are still operating an ice cream stall. And right next to that cafe building there is the car park, completely free to park, which should be an advantage to a lot of people. It's not very big, however, don't worry too much, because on the way into there is a long road there which you can park on one side of the road if you're struggling. Moving on from the cafe area is the lake area, which is probably one of the biggest lakes you're going to see in a park. Stanley Park is the home of one of the biggest lakes here in the northwest, and well, this doesn't give it enough justice here on this picture that you're seeing here, as it stretches all the way round to the other side. and through those bridges on the other side. Hosted with the usual wildlife, pigeons, seagulls, ducks, geese, swans. And you can just see in the background there's also an ice cream shop there operating as well. Those buildings there bring back so many memories, as well as they used to have kiddie operated rides in there, such as cars. Wow, that brings back a lot of memories. And also in the view, you might just be able to see in the distance there the bandstand, which we're going to show you very shortly. Stanley Park does have its own mini golf, although I can't remember the last time I saw this operating. Certainly it opened today. It's also on a hill as well, so I can imagine how difficult that is, especially if you hit too hard and it rolls into the lake. Let me know if you've played this, or even if you know last time it was operated. Of course, Stanley Park isn't here just for those sort of attractions. They do have a lot of country walks, such as the surrounding area of Stanley Park. There is a nature walk in this direction, just down here. Now this is a section that I would call the most unseen area of the park, which is a woodland walk that congregates around the part of the lake. We get to see a lot of wildlife down here as well, such as squirrel, even foxes, owls, and at night bats, but also the wildlife of the waters. It's not a very big walk, and it's a bit of a woodland walk as well. And is located northeast of Stanley Park. For anyone wondering where Blackpool Zoo is, there it is. There's one of the side entrances, and the main entrance is just down there. I'm also on the subject of attractions. Model Village is about a 5-minute walk that way, opposite De Vere's. So back over to the main lake, and this little building, or hut could we call it, is home to where the kiosk is of rowing boats and pedal boats. In the season there is the opportunity for pedalling onto this lake just as far as those 2 bridges over there. And they also do a lot of water sports on here as well. And if we pan over to the right, you'll see this bandstand here too. So this bandstand still gets used in peak times for music playing, and sometimes it holds small events here on the park. It's also a very nice place to actually sit and eat your sandwiches, if I had sandwiches. All the same, it's a very nice place to sit and have a good view of the lake. Also, what's great about this park is it also has a lot of other features, such as this very big BMX park. And if BMXing isn't your style, there is also a skate park just alongside for BMXers, skateboarders and roller skaters. And for anyone that has children, or they just simply don't have the equipment for the skate park, they do also have this very large playground. And if you're wondering about the sports area, this is all for the sports centre just to the side. So the AstroTurf isn't part of the park, and you do need to book this in advance. And if it's just playing fields that you're after for picnics or just general playing football with your kids, then there's acres upon acres of playing fields here as well, just over by the south side of Stanley Park, complete also with football nets. So that's it, that comes to the end of this video here at Stanley Park in Blackpool. And the best thing about the whole video was actually being able to come out and be able to walk around my own local park during this lockdown, and I hope you're able to do the same thing too, because believe me, it's probably one of the best things you'll do. So if you are able to get out of the house, do it by going to your local park and take advantage of what is near your doorstep. If you're not able to, I hope this video has helped you a little bit, as well as all the other videos on the channel quite recently. As always, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please do like the video, leave a comment. Other than that, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.